We travel a lot of places in life, but sometimes are we on the right path or are we on the wrong path? You see, today we're going to talk about on the right path. In the book of John in chapter 10 and verse 4. And it simply says, when the shepherd has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him because they know his voice. You know, what voice are you following today? What voices do me and you really hear? You know, our ears are very sensitive, but sometimes we're hearing the wrong things. You see, he's given the scripture about the sheep and the shepherd. And it says he brings out all of his sheep and he gets them all out in the meadow and in the place where he has them. And then the shepherd goes on ahead. He goes on ahead and walks up and he hunts water, either hunts another meadow for them to feed in. And he finds it, and then he hollers back and starts calling them, and they start coming his way. You see, if it wasn't the shepherd, the sheep wouldn't go because they're trained to go that way. The shepherd calls them, and they come to him because they know their voice. You see, God's calling me and you every day. God's calling me and you. Do we hear his voice? Well, how do I know his voice? It's that voice that calls us to something good. It's that voice that calls us to something productive. It's that voice that calls us to something comfortable. It's that voice that calls us to something great, not something of the negative. God is always on the positive side, and Satan's always on the negative side. You know, so we just follow that voice. We follow the voice of the one that's leading us to the great end. We're leading is our shepherd, our God, his son Jesus Christ, who came and went on ahead of me and you. He's our shepherd. He's the one that went on to find that greater ground. He's the one that went to find that brook of water. He's the one that's moved on ahead on the right path. You see, if you're following the wrong voice today, if you're listening to something that's carrying you off to the negative side, we need to listen to the voice that carries us on the positive sides. We all need positive words. We all need positive encouragement. That's the reason God is a positive person in his son Jesus Christ. And that's the reason Satan is doomed for the pits of hell, because he's a negative person and he can't be positive. So this is how we know we're on that right path, is when we're headed into a positive direction, doing positive things for a positive God. God bless you. I hope this is a word to get you on the right path. We'll see you again soon.